But as far as next steps, I think, Elliot, you might be the only one right now who is in diploma. Um, what units are you on right now? Do you feel like so far in your diploma journey that level three prepared you well? Do you feel, I know it's a jump, of course it's a jump, and things are different, more complicated, and more detailed, but do you feel like the foundation that you got here was helpful? I guess is my question.
Yeah, so I've completed D1. I've taken the exam. I have not gotten my results back, so I maybe can't fully answer that question. I'll have to see if I I will say that, you know, D or the level three has all of the concepts that you need to move forward with the diploma. And so, definitely more time intensive. I think probably for D1, I spent more time preparing for that exam than I did for level three as a whole. There's just a lot to learn and very open-ended questions.
Yeah.
I'm in D2 now. I'm taking my exam in about a month, and that's something that is almost
Okay.
entirely different from anything that was covered in level three. But I think in terms of um, range of areas that I wasn't really familiar with, WSET 3 really gave that introduction, and with the tastings and the tasting pack, right, that was really helpful, I think, because it doesn't grow exponentially from there. You really hit all of the major regions, you hit the major grapes, and so it does provide the foundation. I am taking a lot more effort with some of the tasting things to prepare for that exam as well, knowing that it's a little bit broader
Yeah.
in structure. But I think yes, foundationally, it's everything that you need to move forward. It helps you understand again what is the scope of the areas that you're looking at. It's just a lot more detailed, and I think the expectation that you can recall a lot of detail and put a lot of detail on paper.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, D1 is viticulture vinification. So things we do cover at a broader level, not nearly detailed, but at a broader level in level three than diploma. And then D2 is the business of wine. So things that we don't touch on nearly as much in three. So for the other folks on the call, are any of you planning on diploma? Is it in the future? Maybe.
Yeah,
Go
to
ahead.
be honest with you, I will. I work for a beer and wine distributor, so I'm thinking of doing a Cicerone program in
Hmm.
the next year or so that that's more relevant to my industry. And then once that's done, the next step for me is to go into diploma program. But it's definitely on the horizon. I just needed a little bit of break before I walked
Oh,
into
for
it.
sure. Understandably so, and a well-earned break at that. Rebecca, how about you? Do you have aspirational diploma things?
I do have aspirations. I too needed a break, some big life things happening, but I do always feel at a loss if I'm not taking some kind of class. So it's on the horizon. I may be this fall taking a class in wine, like winemaking at a community college, because I'm hoping to actually make wine. So I'm kind of weighing and measuring diploma versus, some more like really hands-on viticulture type
Yeah.
classes. But it's a very big interest to me, and I'm definitely going to be asking a lot of questions before I jump into it, into
Cool.
diploma. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I hope to possibly next year start D1.
Very cool. Very cool. And Charlie, I think you're our true hobbyist with this. Are there diploma things on the horizon, or are you happy with level three for now?
Well, happy with level three for now. I am taking an Oregon wine expert course through the Napa Valley Wine Academy. And I figure after level three, that's kind of, I view that as a good, fun way to kind of wind down, maybe take some of these expert classes
Mhm.
and maybe kind of get back in the groove. I do have aspirations of starting diploma. I don't know when that is. The timing would have to be right for me to make that significant time commitment.